It's a desolate, dusty place. During World War II, it was home to more than 7,300 Japanese Americans from the West Coast. They were imprisoned here by presidential order, surrounded by barbed wire and guard towers like this one, a replica. They lived in 360 barracks that looked like this. It's been restored so people can learn what it was like there. The barracks and the original water tower, also restored, are about all that's left from 80 years ago, other than the cemetery. Survivors, descendants, and their families from around the country came to Amache. It was a pilgrimage to remember those that died at the camp and are buried at the cemetery. To remember the injustice for those forced here just because they looked like the enemy, even though most were U.S. citizens.
This place is just that reminder of how hatred, fear, that bigotry, that uncertainty, how particular communities of Americans can be targets, can be scapegoats.
Thank you for joining us.
After the memorial service, the visitors went to the high school in nearby Grenada for lunch, to visit, and to swap stories. The internees at Amache tried to make the best of a bad situation by building a community. And amazingly, not all, but many of them harbor no bitterness about what happened.
I think it's part of the culture that you just, you live with what you've been given and get over it. It doesn't do you any good to belabor the point. And so they just picked up after that and just kept on going.
This pilgrimage was different than others because Amache is different. The National Park Service will be taking over the campsite, the result of a bipartisan bill recently passed by Congress.
They're famous for Yosemite or Yellowstone or someplace like that. Increasingly, our newest park units are telling the whole American story, for better or for worse.
Amache has been tucked away both physically and mentally for decades. Those who know firsthand the betrayal felt by the people here hope that changes now that it's the newest National Historic Site in America. At Amache, with photojournalist Manny Sotelo, Gary Shapiro, 9 News.
Gary and Manny are working on a 30-minute special that tells the story of Amache and what will likely happen to this site now that the National Park Service is running it. You can watch Injustice Forever, the story of Amache. That's on Sunday, June 26th at 7:30, and we will remind you as we get closer to that date.